My content's for educational purposes only. Can't stress enough for you guys. Do your own research. Appraise my content. Throw in the comments you find any errors. Excuse me. None of us have been alive long enough to know all that transpired in the past, and none of us can live long enough to know all there is to learn. No risk, no reward, man. Just wanted to talk about something as a runoff of the last video that's uploading right now. And I mentioned, man, we gotta, at some point we gotta start making sacrifices, man. Those of us that have dibbled and dabbled in the underworld or on the fast track, just as quick as some shit can come, it can go. And a lot of times, man, when not a lot of us, are fortunate enough to cut corners and ultimately reach our destination unscathed, And hey, man, salute to anybody that has. Ain't no hate in my blood. You know what I mean? But what I am saying, though, is this. The way things are actually set up as opposed to the way the bulk of us believe that they're set up leaves a whole lot of legwork in the balance that needs to be done. And the way I look at things is, if anybody was, preoccupied with genuine care and concern for our condition, and the fucked up part about it, though, excuse me, y'all, I'm tired, but I want to get this out. If anybody was preoccupied with genuine care and concern for our condition, and when I say our condition, I mean all of us. Let's put the crayon box aside for a minute. Because the government, that's the game they got us playing. It is what it is. Some fucked up shit didn't happen. Some fucked up shit still happening. But at the end of the day, if ain't nobody fucking with me, I ain't fucking with nobody. But there is a flip side, There's an equal and opposite side of that, So, let it be what it will. At the end of the day, they not discriminating on who they fucking over. If you got a birth certificate, then you getting fucked over. If you're a 14th Amendment United States citizen, you're getting fucked over. Period. So, not for nothing, man. It's one thing to have adapted to whereby you're able to thrive in whatever capacity in this, commercial, statutory, capitalist, society that we're in, and you're able to enjoy a level of comfortability. But the scales are so heavily disproportionate that it can only last for so long. Insurrection, I feel is inevitable. Because it's how can so many people, you know, be subjugated to created circumstances and never figure it out. It's already been figured out. It's just that everybody's not on the same accord. You know, that's all. But to cater it to, those who I feel as though it kind of affects more than the ones that I previously spoke of that have found a way to, make it work for them. I mean, that's cool and everything, but at the end of the day, it ain't many of us that don't have children. You know, it's not many of us that don't have family members, that are being subjugated as well. And again, the whole purpose for this particular video is, man, seems like everybody's just looking for things to be handed to them. It's a bunch of squawk. When a motherfucker realize they got to put some work in. Because I can't speak for nobody else, but ain't shit been given to me. I don't know what it might look to whomever's looking on the outside looking in, but I had to go hard and walk these dogs to get everything I got. Ain't nobody gave me a fucking thing. So, whatever the case, or whatever motherfucker say out their mouth, hey man, a mouth will say anything if you let it. But truth be told, I ain't got no, handouts and shit like that. The things that have been done for me, I've returned favor. And I ain't saying that to say that, it's just the way the world is right now, man. And this is, the world is fucked up right now. You know what I mean? People's mentalities are fucked up right now. People's egos is deadly. And the most fucked up part about it is they feel like you're supposed to tiptoe around them. Man, shit. But, to stick on subject, man, as it relates to this information, man, you got to literally do your own leg work, man. You got to do your own leg work, man. Just because you know of something or you have knowledge of something doesn't mean that you know how to to apply it. Application and mere knowledge of are two separate walks. One does not guarantee the other. So, and then if you look at history, although it's already unfolded, it's unfolding again via the discovery and discoveries that people have made. I personally, man, I just, like I said on another video, man, I was pissed off to find out that things are actually the way they are. And that went to a whole nother level when, you have so many people willing to support it. But, hey, man. like I said on the video I did the other day, man, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna share whatever I feel, move to share. I'm gonna dispense information I feel called and or move to dispense, and y'all do what y'all want to do with it, man. You know, bag it up, cook it, leave it the fuck alone, whatever you gonna do. But just be willing to do your own work. That's all that is. You know what I mean? Unless you coming with some reciprocal circumstances, well, I I can bring this to the table, but in return, I'd like to, you know, have this or do that. All this one way motion shit, you know what I mean? Whereas though motherfuckers is expecting or feeling like somebody, nobody owe nobody nothing. Which brings me to the definition that I got from Brother Polite as it relates to a friend. He said, it's somebody that's willing to invest, somebody you're willing to invest in, and somebody that's willing to invest in you, whereas though reciprocity takes place. It's an energy exchange. It don't always have to be an equal exchange, but as long as there's energy exchanged, where both parties walk away satisfied with the exchange, no harm, no foul. But you can't be wanting to benefit off of me, and I can't benefit off of you in no way, shape, form, or fashion. It ain't going down like that. We already being fucked around like that by by the oppressor. So what the fuck do I look like allowing you to oppress me? Or, who the fuck do you think you are that somebody's supposed to allow you to oppress them by just taking and ain't willing to give a goddamn thing? And you know how shit work, ladies and gentlemen, and the days of, your title or whatever your reputation is known as, them days, that shit don't mean nothing no more, man. What the fuck? What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Not what I'm gonna do or what you gonna do. What we gonna do? We gotta stop being so goddamn selfish too, around the edges. Everybody got this sense of entitlement, whereas though they feel as though they're due, or other people are obligated to give them a certain this or that, just because. Man, later for that. If we can't build, if we can't do no kind of business, whereas though you benefit and I benefit in some way, shape, form, or fashion, then leave me the fuck alone. I'm speaking for me. It's like, man, it's sickening, man. I just, I don't know, man. I look at things from a lot of different angles, man, and I always try to see the other person's, perspective. But at the end of the day, what I'm seeing more and more is people that's just, what you gonna do for me? Not a motherfucking thing. I'm gonna continue doing for self, especially if it ain't no reciprocity in the mix. And that's just what it is. Call me what you will, feel how you feel. But it's a little too late in the game for people to, for the selfishness. Ain't like we got no other motherfucking helpers or no other friends. When it comes to, this bloodline that we are part of, you know. And you know, if y'all ain't figured it out by now, I mean, this ain't no popularity contest. This ain't, you know, about, you know, none of the other shit that motivate a lot of people. I'm doing this because, you know, this is a way that I can make a contribution, you know. For where things are in my life right now, this is the way I can make a contribution via information, via encouragement on whatever level I decide to, you know, throw out there, you know, because I know I ain't the only one that been through some of the shit that I've been through, you know, and the fact that I've been able to thrive in coming out of situations and finding my way out of situations and pushing through stressful and traumatic situations. I felt like that if I was able to share some of this shit with the masses or whomever come across the videos, or, you know, mess around and hit the subscribe button and run through the videos and find something that, you know, that they can utilize in their own life, then hey, man, you know, that's a way I didn't help somebody, you know. But that's just me. And you know, I stand on my point. You know, we just gotta stop being so selfish, man. And realize, man, that at the end of the day, man, without a unified, you know, without uniformity and synchronicity, man, you know, let's look at Kanye and Kyrie. You know what I mean? But I'm not surprised, because if the system is set up the way it's set up and we understand it, you know, but we do nothing to change our individual situation, then what the fuck you expect? You think they ain't worrying about no goddamn marching? They ain't worrying about no whole lot of talking and jaw jagging. If you ain't doing nothing different, don't expect nothing different. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. So hey, man, I mean, like, I ain't gonna browbeat nobody. I ain't gonna keep dragging it out, man. You know, y'all enjoy your evening, and I'll catch y'all next time.